That's gonna be the whole video right there, right here, just little Mario stuff, I guess. All right, but this was what I made the video talking about when Pac-Man went evil in next levels animation, right? And I remember I had a strong, or I still think like this a little bit. I have a strong dislike, very strong dislike for characters like Mario, characters like Luigi, Link, Donkey Kong, you name it, going evil. All right, well, not going evil, but more like going down the horror route. Like, for example, people come up with these stories with Mario and stuff, and they make him like this murdering psychopath, right? When he's literally one of the most cutesy characters you've ever known, right? And, the reason I obviously dislike it is one, because, I don't know, part of me just, I think ever since from a young age as well, this is young age, I used to get, and I'm being so real with this right now, 2008 Ronaldo. Nice collection, thank you. Stable Ronaldo. I'm a dude 190, I guess, thank you. But as a kid, I used to actually get hallucinations. And if you ever seen like Sonic EXE and such like that, because of I think it was because of the meds I was on back then. I still don't know why I got them, but I got them. I used to get hallucinations of said characters kind of like in that mode, like in that horror like state, right? Where it's like, blood over the eyes, teeth going like all bloody, basically being a murderous psychopath, right? I would get literal hallucinations that would pop up on my face like that. And it would be about like Disney characters. And I remember for a long time in my life that obviously it doesn't happen anymore. Okay, obviously. But every now and again, whenever I see that content or I'm visually reminded of it, I do tend to think about those memories a lot. And I think because of those memories since I was young, I never really fucked with anything that makes my characters, like Mario, for example, go down that route. I don't understand them. I mean, I do understand the mindset and why people do it because that's what they're into. But for me, I've always been very against, like, that idea. Why I never watch it, why I never look it up is because it fucking horrifies me. It horrifies me on not just a base level. It horrifies me on a mental level in a way. And I'm not saying like every time I see it, I start like going down this path, but it's like, when they really try to scare you, when they really try to get it going and get it in, right? And it works. All right. I get freaked out. I get spooked. I get freaked out. I get spooked. I don't sleep right at night and I don't feel right. I remember just a couple hours, or not even an hour, or not even 2 hours ago, me and Louie found Super Smash Brothers AU. I don't know what AU means, but I think it means alternative universe if I'm not mistaken. My brother loves all this stuff. I don't get it, all right? Honestly, I don't get it. I never wish to get it. I fucking hate it a little bit because now I can't even think straight. But my point is it, like I said, because of those hallucinations I experienced as a young kid, I never really liked seeing that stuff. So, like, I mean, sure, like I said, it went away for a long time, so Slenderman wasn't really scaring me anymore, and Chucky and Jason, all those characters don't really scare me that much. But when it comes to characters like that, I really dislike it for not only the fear of it, like my own fear of it, but I also really dislike the ideas because it's so out of character for them just for all this shit to happen, right? And it's just like, I don't know. To me, it's like, I get it. It is a creative twist, but it kind of goes like in line with what they did with Winnie the Pooh when he went horror. It's like, why the fuck are you turning this character into a horror character when he had no such origins as something that is freaky and scary? And it's like, I get it. There's people out there that like to be scared, and I'm definitely not one of them. All right, usually when I'm, usually when I'm scared, that's why you haven't seen me playing like Outlast 2 or anything remotely horror related because it actually freaks me the fuck out. You know, I try my best not to really mess with that energy. I try my best not to really, you know, mess with that energy a lot. I try my best not to. And I know there's probably other people that are probably laughing at me right now behind the screen. Max and Ron Gaming, hello, how you doing? You know, probably some people laughing at me behind the screen or something or whatever for this, but I don't know. It's just my take on it. It's like I don't really like this stuff. I don't really fucks with this stuff at all. And usually I do a good job staying clear from it. And I'll admit sometimes like seeing the characters are pretty cool. Like for example, like Sonic EXE boxing up like this different Sonic, these different other creepy Sonics, in sprite fight animation. That's cool. In my opinion, I think that's cool. But like other than that, when they really try to get spooky with the stories and then they show like other stuff about murking other characters in their friend group and whatnot, it's like, all right. And I know it's kind of funny that I'm afraid of this, but yet like God of War is fine or whatever or other things. Because if you're like, this is how I am, right? About this, like, if your character is from the jump all about that gritty shit, all about that, gritty. I don't know the right word. Gritty, fucked up shit. And if you start out with that and I fucked with that, then I obviously fucked with that because that's the energy of the character, right? From the beginning, from the jump. This is just for characters such as like Mario and Donkey Kong and Sonic and other characters that weren't really meant to be on that path. They were meant to be cutesy characters people can love and, draw and do things with, right? They're characters, obviously. But it's like, and I know, again, stupid. I know. But for years, I haven't really liked that content, which is why I never watch it. I never really engage with it. But I still think of it from time to time, and what really made me want to make this stream or little video, my experience and why I dislike that type of stuff. And because I want y'all to know, like, why I don't really fucks with shit like that. And hey, are you ever gonna play like any type of horror game like that on the channel? Probably not, because I'd probably be too scared to do that. But but yeah, I really dislike it. It doesn't really sit well with me either. Like, because I remember when the Pac-Man video, when I made about that, that really frustrated me to a new level that I didn't think that would come out of me. But it did. It really made me feel uncomfortable, like just sitting there watching that. And it's like, now it's happening again, with what I just watched. And I'm like, that's exactly why I don't watch it, because I don't get it. I don't understand it to some extent. Sometimes I think the characters, like I said, are cool. Like, the ideas are cool, but it's like, for me, on a mental level, it's like, I don't fucks with it. You know what I mean? Like, other than that. I don't fucks with it other than, like, yeah, I can see why you like it, but maybe keep that far away from me, so I can just really go on, enjoy my night, enjoy my day, without really having to think about shit like that. I mean, you can keep that to yourself, but don't bring it towards me, because I'm not really much of an enjoyer of that stuff. I enjoy the more pure essence of said character. But Alan, don't you make Mario say things and do things that you wouldn't really originally do either? Yes, but never to that extreme, in my opinion. What? It's fact. Sure, I make him swear and sometimes racist, but I'm not going to sit there making him a murderous psychopath because he got infected by a virus. Or gets murked by a virus. What? Well, either way, I don't enjoy it.
You shouldn't have watched it with me.
Well, I wanted to make this video anyway. It was a long time coming. But, Long time no see. I was Rahab. Hey, Nabbit the goat. Hey, what's going on? Or Nail Bill the goat. My bad, not Nabbit the goat. Bill the goat. Welcome. Welcome to the page. But yeah, I don't want to make this one too long, you know? I just wanted to express like why I really dislike happy-go-lucky characters slash worlds being infected by viruses, or just in general going like to a way darker tone that I don't really see the characters ever really going down in. I mean, obviously it's not canon; it's just somebody's stories. But like I still don't really enjoy those type of stories, even all these years later, due to what I've kind of went through in the past in a way, but also just because it just doesn't make me personally feel right. Even in the now, it doesn't make me feel right. You can scrap, right? You can take away the fact that I was, you know, horrified of that similar type of stuff when I was younger. You can take that away, right? And set me down in front of a television and show me those same stories. I still would not feel good about watching them. I don't know. I feel like it's some type of sick enjoyment. I don't get some type of sick, fucked up enjoyment from that. I don't know. To me, I just think of it as kind of sickening and not really all that enjoyable, in just my honest opinion. Again, you like what you like, but for me, again, I really love the pure essence of a character. You know what I mean? I really love that pure essence, and if they fuck with that pure essence, it kind of bothers me deep inside, and it's like I don't really fucks with that, and I'm starting to realize those things, more and more. Like, and obviously, I'm not gonna go over to the creators of these stories and tell them to go do crazy things or whatnot. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that type of dude. I'm that dude that will. Well, I mean, essentially, when I made the Pac-Man video, people definitely thought I was really that dude that would do that. But it's like, I was mainly mad because they represented Pac-Man wrong and did that horror stuff in a non-horror related show. And apparently that Pac-Man is based off a game that is going to be coming out. And it's like, when I found that out later on, I was kind of pissed, because I was like, still a horrible representation of him. Don't get why you'd want to do that, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's my video on these characters and why I like, again, the pure essence of said characters. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you guys hate that idea? Do you guys love not my idea, but do you guys love the idea of go-lucky characters in worlds being turned into horror, whatnot? Again, I know there's a lot of people that love that, but just for me personally, I don't really mess with that. You know what I mean? I don't really F with that a whole lot. It kind of gets me, whenever I see that type of stuff. That's why I don't really, again, mess with it. Dark Soul, welcome to stream. But I was just talking about for a little bit, about a good 15, 16 minutes, I was talking about why I don't really enjoy horror characters or pure characters like Mario and a lot of other characters going down that horror route or infected by a virus route, and they have a whole story based around that, and why I don't like stuff like that. And also kind of talking about a little bit of trauma, but at the same time, and why I really don't personally like these things. And, like I said, me and Louis watched something tonight. It kind of jump-started the idea, and I might as well be more open with you about that, since I'm usually never really open about my fears. I don't really talk about that because I don't really find it appealing, really. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, I don't really talk about it because, I didn't really think it was necessary. Or I didn't really think it was, I didn't really think about it, because usually I make videos in the moment. So, as you guys know, I mean, I also make videos because I I think it's a really good idea to put it on the channel, but I also really make videos based off my current mindset, my thought process. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to like make it a million years long and stuff. And you get the gist. This will be my last stream for the night. I just kind of wanted to talk about these things and kind of bring them up to the forefront because tomorrow we're going back to Unleashed. I'm actually really darn hooked on Unleashed. On a completely unrelated note, what do you think about Dragon Ball Z? I know it's unrelated, but I'll still answer your question anyway because that is a great question. I have tons of Dragon Ball videos. I love Dragon Ball Z. I have Dragon Ball Z character discussion videos. I have my experience videos on Dragon Ball Super. I'm even currently doing my experience videos on Daima as shorts. So I love Dragon Ball as a whole. I love I love the whole franchise. Though it does have its ups and downs where I don't like it, but I just love Dragon Ball. It's one of my favorite things. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. It's one of my first animes that I really realized was the anime that got me into anime. So Dragon Ball Z is forever the GOAT. I've been watching Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball GT, Super for years. Been watching all of it for years. All Dragon Ball in all sense of the media. But anyways, like I said, just, I don't know. What's your opinion on what they did to Tien Super? It kind of effed up. I kind of wish they did Tien way more justice. I wish they did a lot of the human characters more justice. But anyways, like I said, I don't really appreciate it when characters go down the horror route. Though, again, some of those stories are genuinely good. All right, I'm not going to say the stories are bad. But it's like, for me, I just can't really get fully invested or fully into it because of said things, because of what I mentioned earlier about how I just it doesn't really sit right with me that they're doing that to the characters and stuff and whatnot. Anyways, I'm going to see you guys later. That was just my thoughts on it. It's just an opinion. It's not like facts, okay? But, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, also comment, subscribe if you guys think... What do you guys think of my thought process on this? Do you guys hate it? Do you guys love it? Do you guys agree with me on why I don't like this whole thing? Do you guys understand why I don't like this whole thing? Let me know down below in the comments when this is actually uploaded. But anyways, have a great night, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace. Really making my boy Mario like that is kind of crazy. But Devil Mario is really cool, though. But at the same time, I still don't like the idea of some of my favorites going rogue. That is...